quietly slid the hook through the cell door, carefully reaching down below. My cellmate guided me from the side. I successfully hooked the latch. With a gentle pull, the latch came loose. I quickly caught the window panel with my hands, not daring to make a sound. I reached through the small window, found the door bolt, and opened it. Just as I was about to push the door and escape, a guard suddenly burst in, panicking. He locked the van door behind him, then let out a relieved sigh. Seeing him like this made us all tense. Everyone kept asking what happened outside. We had just heard intense gunfire. The guard ignored our questions, walked straight to the first aid kit, pulled out alcohol and gauze, gritted his teeth pouring alcohol on his wounded thigh. This sudden scene, I could only quietly pull back. The guard hadn't even stood up when drilling sounds came from outside. Someone was clearly trying to break in. We didn't know what was happening, but everyone cheered, telling him to let us out now. This chaos made the guard panic instantly. He struggled to stand despite the pain, walked to the mob boss's cell door, demanded to know if those were his men outside. The mob boss stayed silent. The guard told him to forget about the prison break, said this transport van had unbreakable armor. Right then, the guard spotted someone climbing into the driver's cabin, destroying the surveillance cameras. I seized the moment while he was distracted, pushed the door open, knocked the guard hard to the ground. The guard reacted fast trying to close the gate, but I blocked it with my foot. In an instant, we were locked in fierce combat. The guard pressed on my eyes. Pain made me explode with strength. I shoved him away hard, then moved in to keep fighting. The guard's leg was injured. After several rounds, I threw him into the corridor. At the critical moment, he pulled out his waist gun, barely regaining control. He stood up, planning to lock me back in the cell. A sharp smell suddenly filled the whole van. The old man in his cell wiped the floor with his hand, found it covered in gasoline. Before he could call for help, a small flame was thrown through the hole. The fire grew bigger and bigger, spreading to the next cell. Seeing things getting out of control, the guard grabbed a fire extinguisher to save people, ordered me to open the old man's door, but it was too late. When the guard finally put out the fire, the elderly man had already stopped breathing. I took the chance to open my friend's cell, helped put out the flames on his leg. Not just that, we opened all the other doors too. When the guard came to his senses again, all the prisoners were already out. The situation instantly reversed. Facing the advancing prisoners, the guard held his weapon, but had to slowly back into the corner. We had the numbers, but nobody wanted to take the first bullet. During the standoff, the guard's radio suddenly crackled to life. A killer's voice came through.
Su pistola.